So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by clicking on the PayPal link in the description box, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Also, leave us a thumbs up. It helps us get more views.
The evil, corrupt deep state is as nasty as anyone could imagine, against God, against Christ, against Western civilization, and is literally run by a bunch of devil-worshipping child molesters. Roger, my life is so exciting, is so incredible. People think being politically aware is like work. It's addicting. We're like in a super spy novel that's real. The evil, corrupt deep state is as nasty as anyone could imagine, against God, against Christ, against Western civilization, and is literally run by a bunch of devil-worshipping child molesters. And we're kicking their butt. Our audience is kicking their butt. They're trying to shut us down. We have this beachhead, but it's like watching your favorite football team at the Super Bowl in sudden death overtime, and the kicker is about to kick the field goal from 47 yards. You know, he only makes this 10% of the time, and it's a winless day, so he's got a shot. But it doesn't just go for 10 seconds. It goes on day after day, week after week of just sudden death overtime. They get the advantage. We get the advantage. I get chills just constantly now of how epic this is and how they admit they're trying to isolate him in the news. And everything you've told me is just dead on him, other sources. And to see Trump just with hyenas biting him everywhere, and it's just, it's epic. And then to see the cowards around him, you know, giving into the fear and, you know, or people get all hyped up for battle and go too crazy, which I understand. That happens to me. I mean, this is just such a historic time, such an amazing time. And the American people have to understand, this is real. Trump isn't perfect, but he really is the real guy. What they always said, he's really trying to do this, and they're coming after him and don't want us to warn him that they are organizing an overthrow. And as you said, Mueller accelerating this grand jury right out of the swamp, right out of the loins of the D.C. swamp. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Well, and sadly, I must tell you, I am most disappointed in Steve Bannon, who I have defended on this very program, and whose worldview I probably more closely adhere to than that of the globalists. There have been many occasions in which Steve has not stepped up, but in this case, I think he has thrown his lot in with the generals. It was he was the guy who recommended Kelly for Homeland Security, got him inside the fort. He helped undermine Trump loyalist Anthony Scaramucci. We know that he called Drudge last week and asked him not to post the stories regarding McMaster defending Susan Rice, saying she had done nothing wrong when she was engaged in illegal political espionage.
Wow, that's quite a claim. I didn't know about that. I'm not saying you're making this up. How do you, I mean, you were told that he called Drudge last week?
Yes, I have that on a very good authority. I also, I think it is unfortunate because evidently Brother Bannon does not understand that the deep state will eat him last.
Well, let's explain this. Let's explain this, because the media spins that, oh, McMaster, between the Young Turks, CNN, the whole Soros thing, defending him like he's Jesus Christ, returned to earth in the second coming on a silver platter, the little baby McMaster, little golden, you know, creature, President McMaster. And then you look at it and you pull back from it. It isn't just that, oh, it's normal to give a former national security advisor a clearance so you can talk to them. No, he's defending her, saying the illegal spying, saying the unmasking, saying spying on the president, candidate, his family, all of this illegal crap is okay. He's there literally, publicly massaging one of the great enemies.
I can tell you definitively right now, Alex, the president has not been told that the UN ambassador Samantha Powers unmasked dozens of people, according to my sources, although he may have been told that this afternoon. It's a perfect example of the kind of information the president needs to have, and here is why. The finding of the FISA court at the end of Obama's term proves definitively and without dispute that the NSA under Barack Obama, working with the FBI, conducted unconstitutional, illegal surveillance of as many as 30,000 people for political reasons. And this information was later used in some of the unmasking that we speak of.
And Sean Hannity says if it comes out he was being surveilled, they've leaked the evidence that I and Michael Savage and others were, including Trump, including his private number, there at his resort. I mean, these are real numbers, folks. So Hannity threatens the lawsuit of Obama administration unmask him. Go ahead.
And it is absolutely true, Alex, that your phone calls with the president were monitored, or then candidate were monitored. My phone calls with him were monitored. I assume that our phone calls after he became president were monitored. There's no probable cause here. I received this week, I accepted service in the phony lawsuit where Obama is suing me, Obama and the Obamaites, with this fake claim yet again that I somehow colluded with the Russians. And it's a classic post hoc ergo propter hoc case. In other words, because you knew things, that meant you made them happen or that you did them. It's a total fallacy. It's like a compendium of incorrect reports that have been reported into the fake news, pasted up to look like a legal complaint. They have less than nothing. It's
a vomit jerk. They all vomit into each other's mouth, and then just it goes in circles into perpetuity. Let's play that clip, because I forgot to play it, from Fox this weekend, talking about Kelly needs to isolate the president from you-know-who.
McMaster has, I believe, 3 stars on his shoulder, but his military bearing hasn't protected him from a campaign of vicious leaks coming from people within the White House who regard him as sort of a sellout on foreign policy. Kelly has to get, he's got his hands on that problem right now. And I think a lot of people inside the staff are looking to see if he can really get control of it. Because if he can, well, then I think he'll have established his authority and people will do what he says. But if somehow people find ways to work around even John Kelly, if the back channeling directly to the president and sending him memos that, reflect the latest Alex Jones conspiracy theory continues, then I think Kelly still has a problem on his hands.
And so I love it. Conspiracy theories, like everything you're doing. Oh, Mr. President, here's 5 articles where they're saying they're going to kill you. Yes, sir. Here's articles where they're going to federalize the election and steal it from you. Trump comes out and says, don't federalize it. And then Obama runs out and says, that's made up by Jones. Turns out he had the executive order ready and still signed it, but after. See, they're pissed because we're exposing them. And so the litmus test is stop Alex Jones info. Well, if it's just a bunch of bull, what's the problem, Roger?
Alex, this is funny. I wonder who they could possibly have been speaking about when they talked about memos containing Alex Jones conspiracy theories. Look, all hell will break loose the first time Donald Trump finds out something that he should have been told and wasn't, and it has a negative ramification. I've known him 40 years. He's a midnight dialer, better than Lyndon Johnson when it comes to the phone. And let's say this,
as they try to keep him from more information, what's that make him do?
I think it'll make him seek some information. Don't get me wrong. In the short term, I think he's going to enjoy the additional time that he has on his hands, which is something that Reince Priebus never budgeted into the schedule.
If you're interested to learn how to create content and spread content, we'll show you how. Go to the Operation How YouTube channel, click on the About button, and then click Message. Send us an email. If you want to engage, become an info warrior, we will train you up.
If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon below the video to get notified when the latest new content drops.
Keep us in your prayers. We get a lot of resistance for putting these videos out, but to Yahweh be the glory.